Hello everybody, in this video we are going to go over Tupac Shakur's song Changes. We're studying this as a poem, but obviously we should all know it is a song, it's a rap. And just like with any other poem, you definitely need to listen to how it sounds. Now, in our case, we are fortunate enough to have recordings of how it actually sounds, so you don't need to go by just my reading of this. So when I'm reading this, I'm reading it more as a poem, and I'm gonna talk about some of the different rhetorical devices that are being used here. I'm not gonna talk about rhyme too much in here, but you can take a look at the rhyme notations I have made. More so the labels that I've done as far as A rhymes, B rhymes, so on and so forth, are referring to end rhymes. But you will notice that there are a ton of internal rhymes in this piece as well. So, gonna go kind of like stanza by stanza here. Come on, come on. I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor, and even worse, I'm black. So in this first stanza, we get an establishment of perspective of who the potential speaker is. In addition to the rhymes, we also have repetition, we have alliteration. Alliteration and rhyme and repetition are all things that oftentimes are used to draw our attention. If we go to that third line, is life worth living? That's kind of a huge question to get to only 3 lines in. This is not a light-hearted piece by any means. And moving on to this next stanza here. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. Cops give a damn about a Negro. Pull the trigger, kill it. He's a hero. Give the crack to the kids, who the hell cares? One less ugly mouth to feed on welfare. First ship 'em dope and let 'em deal the brothers. Give 'em guns, step back and watch 'em kill each other. It's time to fight back, that's what Huey said. 2 shots in the dark, now Huey's dead. I got love for my brother, but we can never go nowhere unless we share with each other. We gotta start making changes. All right, guys, so I went ahead and read through those next couple of stanzas because all the thoughts are connected to the next thought. Like there's enjambment going on here. All of this runs together, and in this case, that's a good thing. It connects each piece of the message. You can't look at just really one part of it at a time because it's all tied together. You have to look at it all at once. So, but if we go back to that first stanza real quick, the perspective that I mentioned, we see that use of first person singular. I see no changes. I ask myself. This is a first person participant. If we're talking about like in terms of a narrator, this is a first person participant. So in this case, Shakur definitely is our speaker, speaking from his own personal perspective. As we go through the poem, we see a number of different perspectives. There's the first person, Shakur speaking as himself to the audience, but there are also other parties involved. So the audience a lot of times is identified by the second person, you, direct address to the reader, to us, whoever's hearing the song, whoever's reading this poem, whatever it might be. You'll also notice there's a repeated reference to them. First, ship 'em dope and let 'em deal with brothers. Give 'em guns, step back and watch 'em kill each other. In this case, it seems like Shakur is almost stepping outside of his own perspective into the perspective of the government, of the FBI, of the police, of white supremacist society, who is trying to control, black society. Looking at those same paragraphs again, or the same stanzas again, we also see a message of unity. And it's very simple. It's very simple. It's literally just in pronouns and language. Unless we share with each other, we got to start making changes. So we can never go nowhere unless we share with each other. We got to start making changes. So this is not a poem that's like attacking anyone else. It's kind of saying, hey, we collectively have an issue and we collectively need to clean it up. Now, this could be a we to a general public, or more likely, it's a we to the people in Shakur's community. And remember, he came from a very poor, low income, like kind of neighborhood area where people looked down on them and no one was trying to help them. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense that he might be saying, hey, we need to help each other because no one else is going to do it. And again, looking back at these, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 stanzas that we're in so far, we have tons of alliteration again. So going back to the second one, the he's a hero on, let's see, line 5, 6, 7, line 7. Pull the trigger, kill it, he's a hero. So there's an internal rhyme there with trigger and the N word. And then he's a hero, the emphasis on the